Run it, I'll do it.
Sorry, are you live? Is it live?
Yeah, we're going live.
Live.
In the
Oh my
heart,
gosh.
in the heart kind of live.
Oh, my nerves. Okay. Oh, wow.
Peace in family. It's your brother from another motherland, Mr. Mikkel, the energy. We had a rich rising today and a peaceful rest. I'm praying that's what all of you lot got into right now. We're about to get into another spiritual conversation, a vital conversation here, live on my app, people, in the one and only Netta Vital, the home of the spirit, right here in Brixton, 25 Brixton Station Road, family. And we're getting it in today. Today, family. This is part one of a series of my guests, of our guests. We got Nirvana in the building. You get what I'm saying? And this is who we're talking to today is someone that is very dear to our hearts, very dear to our ma'at. And when we say ma'at people as a concept doesn't exist without this person who's sitting right next to me. It doesn't exist in practicality. Ma'at is an ancient theme, right? But ma'at people, as we are bringing it to you today, doesn't exist without the matriarch that we have here today. And I just want to chat, have a chin wag and an honorable conversation with the one and only Mother Earth!
Whoa.
Listen.
Oh, my God, my nerves.
Listen. Mother Earth
Wow.
is
Thanks.
literally the representation, the channel of my in our community, someone who's been instrumental in the spiritual health of our community. And when I say our community, I mean the London, England, UK diaspora. Anybody would have passed through her vortex at some point. As you saw, we had Fuse on here last week, and Fuse has given his testimony about how instrumental Mother Earth has been, not only back then but even now. In my own case, in the case of spiritual health, in the case of nutritional health, in the case of the mind, the gut, and the emotions and all things, Mother Earth, I really appreciate you and your life, and and so we've got this podcast set up now.
Whoa.
And so we have to get you on to come and chat with us over some nice lung cleanser tea brought to you by Netta Vital.
I've been drinking.
Hold on, let me pour some.
I can't say Red Bull. Oh, sorry. It's long tea.
There's no Red Bull in here.
No.
Yeah?
Never drank.
It's the lung cleanser.
Yeah.
All right then. Cheers.
Whoa, cheers.
Love and respect. Roho. Love and respect.
Give thanks. Indeed. Wow.
Mother Earth.
Mm-hmm.
How you do?
I am that.
I am. Woo!
I am.
It's about to be a dope one.
Oh my goodness. Are we really here?
For the people tapping in right now, who are you?
Whoa. Who am I?
Who are you and why are you?
Wow, that's a big question. Okay, well, I give thanks for the opportunity to be here and express who I am in the midst of amazing people. Firstly, I give thanks to the ancestors for allowing me this occasion, which means that they have also set this up. You know what I'm saying? So I am a representation of my ancestors. I am a representation of you. I'm a representation of you. I'm a representation of my community. I'm a representation of woman. I'm a representation of man. I am a representation of all that is. I am.
Mother Earth in the building.
I am.
Mother Earth. Your work, as detailed in your new book, The Soothsayer Who Cooks, is centered around, we deal with spiritual health. As far as I've known you, you have been instrumental in the nutritional health and the spiritual health in the area of the culinary arts and the food of the UK. And I've known you, I came across you in 2009. So now 2009. Wow. Even me, I'm counting the years. I'm like, whoa, we're in 2024.
Wow. 25 in a few.
2025. That's a long.
clicks. Yeah.
I'm even clocking that.
Yeah.
I had to check. That's wow.
That's wild.
So 2009, and I know that's not even nowhere near the beginning of your journey.
No.
But talk to me about food and the number one reason why food and spiritual health go hand in hand, as far as you can see.
Okay. Well, I come from the factors of how I was raised on the island, which they call the Spice Island. I was raised by indigenous people. When I say indigenous, I speak firstly of my grandmother. And I then speak of the godmothers that they gave me, who were elders to my grandmother for some reason. So they raised me with I don't know, how should I put it? At the time, I didn't understand it, but they took me in. I was like I don't know, wherever my grandma went, she carried me with her. Be it, a young age, etc., etc. And then there were things that they placed me into learning or understanding. At the time, I wanted to be out playing with everybody else, but they just had me in that. I would use the term mix-up, for lack of another word. Yeah, so it was a case of if food had to be grown, I was taught from a very young age how food is grown. In regards to understanding the herbs and things that grew around, I grew in the countryside in Grenada. So in that wise, everything was on a culinary basis. What we grew, we ate, and if we needed extra, we got from the neighbors.
So your initiation was centered around food.
It was
and
around
its preparation and its.
It's around this natural liberty.
Wow.
It was around natural liberty, and natural liberty, according to the understanding of the soil, understanding of the heavens, in regards to understanding the cycles, just understanding life.
Why did did they choose you? Was it based on you? Your age, you being a girl child, or what was it? Or just you?
My grandma had 11 children.
Whoa.
And my grandma had 11 children, and 4 were younger than myself.
Why?
Yeah, 4 were younger than myself, but for whatever reason, they had me in that loop.
Yes.
I understand it now because there were people saying things, "Oh, this is a special child," and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But at the time, I didn't understand it. It was like, "Oh, let me go and play. Or let me do this. Let me do that." All around the season.
All around the clock.
And we eat it, and people tend to use the terms, "Oh, this is right, this is good." But if we're supposed to be eating seasons and cycles, and the seasons and cycles of UK, wintertime, avocado is not growing in the UK, but we're eating our avocados. Overall, avocado is not growing in the UK. Mangoes are not growing in the UK, as to say it's a seasonal cycle food. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're eating it. So what I'm trying to say is we're out of cycle with ourselves. We're out of cycles with ourselves. We're out of cycle with the true energy of who we are and who we're supposed to be, because we've been guided into miseducation.
Yes.
Yeah? We've been guided into miseducation because it serves another manufacturer, another company. Because when you make yourself ill, but there's a company that benefits from your ill health. Yeah. Lots of the food you're told is right, but it's a case, like I said, seasons and cycles because of the body, because how the body works, and we are so out of it. Really.
So you've been in the food game. I remember coming to Spirited Palace in Crystal Palace, which was like a hub. Before you, I stopped eating meat like 2000 something, 7, 6, right? Maybe 2000. No, I'm talking about 2005.
Yeah.
Around that time, I stopped eating meat, and with that, I stopped eating cakes, ice cream, and all of that kind of stuff because of the sugar that it had in it. But when when my booting
Yeah, I remember.
started bringing cakes to my house. I'm like, listen, I don't eat cake. She's like, don't worry, it's from Spirited Palace.
Yeah.
There's no sugar in this. I was like, what?
Wow.
And there's no egg in it. And there's no milk in it.
And I remember.
I was like, wait.
Yeah.
I was like, but it tastes like cake.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, I have to come see this place. And that's when I met you.
And then I used to have requests. Oh, can we have a special cake for me, Carol?
Hey.
Okay, when do you want it for? What do you want in it? Oh, I don't know.
All kind of ingredients. So they
so-
work their magic on me.
So that's been going on for many years.
Like, we need to hook this one.
Yeah.
But honestly,
But no, it's real.
this is a side question. I'm going to get back to the other question I had.
That's
This is a
okay,
side
I know,
question.
yeah.
They say a key to a man's heart is his stomach. How
his
true is
stomach.
that? From all your wisdom and all the men you must have fed all over these years.
Okay.
And also the cultural wisdom.
So I'll work from that angle of the chakra system.
Okay.
Yeah, because in that angle of the chakra system is where the
I don't know why I'm sitting up straight now.
That's fine. It's good. It's good. That's where that's the angle of the color scheme. That's the angle of particular areas. The stomach has how many of the chakra system in that mix. So when you say to a man's heart or to a man's whatever, it's what you put in there. Don't forget the energy goes into every part, does it not? So when he's pleased and satisfied, he's pleased and satisfied, and the lower part then get pleased even more when the higher part.
Very true. Give him the signal. Give it a chunk. Give it on. Give it on. Ba, 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 ba.
When the higher part is happy, the lower part is like
The lower part gets his
extra
juices
happy,
as well.
extra happy. So
Let me get some more tea in, man.
to a
In my
man's
cup.
heart, it's true. It's true that.
No, but
that
honestly,
system,
it's real. When a woman cooks for me, yeah, I look at her differently.
Wow.
I can't help it. If I eat a woman's food, if it's good, but like
But if it's good, it's because there's love and
that's what I'm saying. I
genuineness.
can't help but see them differently.
Yeah. Because when your food is love, food is energy, food is vibration, food is frequency. So when someone is putting all these things together, call it what you like, a potato, a banana, whatever, but it's coming from these.
Yes.
It's coming from in here. It's coming from here. You know, your focus with your heart to say the flavor. Do you know what I mean? All these things goes into the prepping
Yes.
of what goes into the inside. So there is a synergy. It's a synergy. You know, energy
So
is transferring.
with that in mind, how much people are attached to you and your spaces based on how you fed them over the
Whoa,
years?
that's a big word.
Because obviously it's not just men.
Yeah,
Men
that's a
operate
big
in a certain
word,
way,
yeah.
yes. But like there must be a lot of people that are
That's a big word.
like you must. It's like a clinic.
Yeah.
Your spaces, because after Spirited Palace, you had the one in
Broccoli.
Broccoli,
in Broccoli,
and then the Lee High Road, which was a legendary space
yeah.
as well. And now you're in Addison, Brixton.
Yeah.
And listen, I prayed for you to come to Brixton all these years. I'm like, if Mother Ever's in Brixton, life would be. That's how I know big things are about to happen, because the fact that you're here, like. But going back to my question, do you find that your space becomes somewhat of a
Yeah. It's, you know,
like a healing ground?
being in Brixton, being functioning from Madison Brixton over the last few months, and people finding out that I'm there, you know, and I'm seeing people that I haven't seen in double-figure years, because Brixton is obviously the hub that people pass through all the
Yeah.
time. So people are passing, and then it's like,
Huh?
and that's what's been happening. That's literally what's been happening. So for me, it has shown me the nature of the food business that I placed myself in over the, let's call it 20 years now.
Wow.
And when I say to one of those member of staff, oh, I used to feed this person how many years ago? And it's like, really? And I said, the food must be all right, because they're still here eating.
All
You
right.
know what I mean?
That is
They've
heaven.
still come back eating. So
That was
Like I
heaven.
said, it's just what I do in that aspect. It's a case of, like I say, my grandmother. I give her the credit for everything, and the elders that I moved that has taught me to be who I am. You know, and hence again, I had to write the book to get all that information in there. There is an energy that she works with when she handles food, and whenever I go into that nutritional space, I bring her with me. So I'm still working with her as to say, I'm hearing her.
Yeah.
I'm doing what she has taught me to do all this time.
Wow.
Knowing that if I'm not transferring love, don't bother.
Don't even bother.
Yeah. And if your mind is in another place when you're prepping food, come out of it. Because you're supposed to be, I am transferring love. Yeah, I am combining the herbs. I am doing what I'm doing here to nourish someone's mind, body, spirit, and soul. Not just the filling up of the stomach, but the mind, body, spirit, soul of the fact that I'm just helping to transfer positive energy back into the replenishing factors, because that's all food is about, is replenishment. As it's obviously pleasure and fun and all that stuff, but it's about replenishment because we are, like I said, from the soil, and the depletion is we're working with a lot of things that take away from our pureness. Yeah, it takes away. So when you eat right,
Yes.
it replenishes you back, and then the focus can come back into who you are, why you are, where you are, how you are, and where you're going at the end of the day. Because it's as deep as that. It's not just vegetables or nuts, seeds, grains, herbs on a plate. It's energy.
Yes.
It's energy transferring. It's medicine.
Medicine.
For the benefit of keeping you in alignment with the truth.
Do you know what I love? Honestly, you made it. when Abby met me, I wasn't eating meat. I wasn't eating sugar. I wasn't eating dairy, all these other stuff, yeah? But I wasn't eating good. I was eating like a single man.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Like, me nah nobody.
Pick up what you pick up.
And my bones were reflecting it. Like, you could tell I looked like one of them malnourished vegans, bro. But your food, because she used to work with you, your food and your wisdom paired with her wisdom from where she's from, Africa,
we had lots of conversation about that.
shit changed my nutritional experience. But what I loved about your food more than anything is how exciting your food was. It isn't just like, oh, this is good for you, hold your nose and eat it. It was like excited to eat your food. Your raw, raw platters you used to do. You're the first person to introduce raw plantain. You remember that? She used to have raw plantain in her salads.
Yeah.
And I never had that before in my life. Up until you, I never thought I could have
Plantain raw.
Never thought you could have plantain raw. And then after that, that's all I was doing, put it in smoothies. You revolutionized. Again, we weren't having punch until you, because again, the only time we have punch is with milk in it. But you created punch with no milk and it tasted better. Your dumplings, we weren't having dumplings until you, because
different flour.
the way you use, the way you make dumplings with spelt flour, but make it taste like home.
That's what I'm saying.
And then and better, and the porridges, the cakes. So for me, it wasn't. It was you made it. You made it very easy for me to represent this lifestyle that I was called to walk with when it comes to eating, because I knew it was better for me. But the food you made and the experience you created around it just made it cool. And fun, like, and it's like, why would I even want to do anything else? Do you get what I'm saying?
It's like it's a pleasure.
Non-suffering is what I mean. You know? Do you know why I say that? I have to say that because when people think of spiritual path, consciousness, and all of these things, and anything towards righteousness, it's boring, it's dull, it's mundane, it's plain, and it's cardboard.
It's so fun. For me, it's so fun. Cooking is fun. Sharing is fun. Seeing people eat is fun.
I get excited.
You know, just combining stuff is fun. Working with the fact that, to me, a plate has to have colors. It's fun because, to me, I work with the fact that we're feeding the inside. The inside has the color-coded place of the lungs, the liver. It's a color coding. So on your plate must be. It
was actually you that taught me that.
Whoa.
You taught me that. The more colors on your plate, because for me, what I love to do is give people easily symbols to recognize righteousness. Whoa, you know, like as a people, we can talk and chat, and this book, this page, this chapter. But what is the symbol of righteousness? A colorful plate.
Colourful
lets you
bread.
know you're
Yeah.
doing something right.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be very difficult for you to put a multitude of bad things that are colorful. A purple, a yellow, a pink, a red, a orange.
Because
You're already on the right path to eating good. And that was one of the ways I could,
work with
you
that.
get what I'm saying? That was a rhythm for me.
Because what I say, when the ancestors, when the creator who made us created food, they created food for a purpose, for the benefit of that replenishment. So
Yes.
not only were there shapes and size and smell, but there's the color coding. And when I say the shapes, every vegetable, every nut, seed, grain, and herbs have a purpose as to why they are the way they are. They're not just shaped like
Random.
Yeah, no, they because make reference to the inside. Yeah, every single vegetable.
Wow.
Every single nut. You work with it, you get to understand it, understand it, then you will say that will be good for that. That's what food combining is all about. There's lots of teaching online about all kinds of different stuff, but like I said, I'm working from the indigenous way that I was brought up.
Amen.
Practiced. Yeah.
Book I read.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, I did do a couple of years of training in cooking in this country.
Wow.
I have whatever, call it the O-level thing, grade. What did I get, a B or a C? I can't remember, but yeah, I did it.
We don't care.
But I'm saying I did it because I just
We don't
wanted,
care.
I wanted to come, and I make reference to it in my book as well. It's because it's like, okay, here I'm in UK, so let me learn how the UK people cook and understand that. But back to my grandma's teaching, that was vitally important for me.
And you talk about your grandma's teaching in your book,
Oh, absolutely.
The Soothsayer Who Cooks. This picture is beautiful. Feeding the soul, guided by spirit, a life's work.
It sure is.
Feeding the soul, guided by spirit, a life's work. Talk to me about the rhythm of this book, because I'm seeing there's recipes in here, there's stories, there's
recipes, there's stories.
It looks like there's some poetry.
There's a whole lot. It's a representation of my journey thus far.
Wow.
When I say my journey thus far, because I'm here in the midst with my community, and all I've done in the community is work with my people, because the guiding from let's go back a bit. Around the age of 8, I remember whilst in my village, this elder said to me, "Do you know who you are?" And at the time, it's like, "Yeah, Julia, granddaughter." that was my response. He said, "No. He said, "Do you know who you are?" And you said you have things to do. Yeah, the spirits are with you, and you have things to do. And I was a very rude child. Well, that's what they said. So it's like, that was my reply, and I carried on.
That's how you know they're with you.
It's like, and I carried on. But that, again, like I said, at a young age, I used to see things. One of the stories that I tell, one of my godmother's mother died, I think she was about 99. And the time of her death, I remember Spirit speaks. Spirit speaks. Someone came to my grandmother. My grandmother's name is Julia. I said, "Julia, she gone." But then my Caribbean name is Merle. They need Merle now. So I think I was about 8, something like that. So they took me to this house where this woman had just died and sat me there. Because in those days, when someone died, they didn't send them away to somewhere else. The family looked after the body. They washed it. They embalmed it themselves.
What does embalmed mean?
Embalmed means you prepare it for until it's time to go into the ground. So
Okay.
they would put herbs and different things inside the body to stop it from smelling, because they kept the body for 9 days.
How did they put it in?
They put it in. They shoved it in through the mouth, through wherever they had to. Yeah, but it was
Different level,
They
man.
prepared the herbs. They prepared all the things that were necessary, and they placed it in there, and they kept the body, prepared, because they kept it in the house for 9 days before they buried it. So that was in preparation for the 9 nights.
Yes.
Yeah. So throughout that journey, they had me there, witnessing, going through the 9-night rituals of what took place at the time, hearing the elders, seeing the elders, understanding. Obviously, as a child, it was like, you know what I mean? But years later, I remember, up to the point when that elder was placed into the grave, I was the last person I was given something which I then threw on top of the coffin. I don't know why, but that was their ritual with me. Yeah. Couple nights after, at the time, I used to sleep under my grandma's bed. My grandma they had a bed that was specially made, so there was room underneath it. So I for whatever reason, I enjoyed being there. So I used to sleep under there. So the house was made of board. So that particular there's a piece of board where sometimes there's a knot and you can push it and the knot falls out in the wood, and I'm looking through it, and that lady that we buried is sitting outside. I'm seeing, yeah, she's sitting outside on there was a rock in the yard, and she's saying, yeah,
She's calling you.
yeah.
Are
So
you me comfort?
no, it wasn't a case of fear.
No,
it
no,
was a
no, I'm
case of
joking. Yes.
because she was I knew her in Pleasant, and then it's like, and my grandmother intuitively is like, "Why are you so quiet? What's going on?" And I said, "She's outside." And then my grandma spoke to her to say, "Leave her." No, yeah. This is how intense, like I say, my link up with spirit has been, and that's just one of those situations where, I'd see things, I'll hear things, except and that's how it's been from a very young age. So when maybe that's why relationships. Oh my God, that's another thing.
Oh yeah.
Relationships was like one of the brothers that I spent time with. I remember we had house phones at the time I'm talking about. It was
Yeah,
a
the
house
house
phone.
phones.
So I rang him, and on his house phone, I said to him, "I know where you were." He's like, "What do you mean? I've been home all the time." So I said, "Let me just give you the color of the window curtains.
Oh, no.
I'm able to see all these things and what you were doing." And it's like,
Gay.
so that's the depth of how the spirit works with
So you was that's mad.
Yeah.
This is before smartphones and things.
I was able to say, I
was
know
tapping
where
in.
you were. And it's like,
Wow.
no, I was home all the time. It's like, okay, do you know a place? And I can tell you exactly where it was.
Did he have to come clean then?
Yeah, he did.
That's
He
good.
did. He did. And this happens to me, yeah, that's just me. That's just the way it is with me. And I'm moving around in my community, and I had to get to the point of just fitting in, because it's not the easiest of ways to live and to be.
You have to keep quiet sometimes about things you see.
A lot of the times. A lot of the times.
Is it?
And then how I do it now is break it down that people could understand it better, because how can I walk around and say, I can see what's going. I can see what's to come for you.
Yes.
I can see what's gone
Can
before
you see what's coming for me?
I can see plenty. We know.
We know.
We know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let me stay close. But you know what,
You know
yeah?
what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So no, I'm just saying, in depth of saying, the soothsayer who cooks. The simplicity is, I've just had to humble myself to be a part of the community, because this is where they want me.
Yes.
Yeah. There's so many things I could be doing.
Of course.
This is where they want me right now. So in all humility, as much as sometimes it's friggin' stressful, as much as sometimes it's like, I just have to follow the directives, because I do on a regular basis. I have my book and my pen, which I do automatic writing. So they would say information.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Mother Earth. What can we do for you to make you feel good and special and nice? Because you see, when we have a rock that is not gonna move, you get what I'm saying?
Wow.
Sometimes you want to make sure that you're honoring the rock as it's there. And so right here and now, in front of you, in this space of all the kind of ears that's going on, what can we genuinely, like, what would make your mission, aim, and purpose more fun and enjoyable for you personally? Because there's the spirit calling, and then there's us having to show up as humans for what we've been called.
Yeah.
How can we make it? What can we do to make it more fun as you honor what you've been called to do?
You see, in the olden days, when someone was gifted with what I've been gifted with, in that sense, there would come a time where we would be put aside to be in a place where people will come to you, and your job was to provide, so that was the humbleness of how it was then. In this environment, there's so much doing that you don't get to sit back and be still, where you can be the soothsayer for everyone. Yeah. So what I really, when I gave up the premises at Lee High Road, That was for the factor that I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to sit back and be available spiritually for my people more than anything else. But someone said food is spirituality as well. So food is necessary. What I would value is to be able to be trusted with the journey that's been placed on me. So if I say, for example, we need to get some workshops. For example, with Nirvana, when the spirit gave me we have to do we have to do
Get out of here.
we had to do the meditation for Brixton.
Yeah.
We had to do the meditation for Brixton, and Nirvana was. There was a point where the morning came, and I was I was so weak in the fact I was so emotional, and Nirvana held everything together. I couldn't handle it.
Big up Nirvana.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, seriously. She held everything together for me to be able to bring that spirit out to do what we had to do.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was just the beginning of that. So
held the door
again,
open.
she did. She did so much because I was helpless. I was so emotional inside, but I had to and if you weren't there with the energy that you the humbleness, yeah, that I don't know, but we got that going. Yeah, when I did the presentation of Into the Womb of the maternal ancestors, when they said we needed to carry that, I was going through some madness at the time, some mega madness that I was being challenged beyond. I'm not even going to talk about it, but we made it happen. Yeah, we made it happen, and how it came together. The people in the room, yourself, again, Nirvana, and so many other were there to hold things together because we have a lot of healing to do. I want to be able to give more to my community by being accessible on the level of comfort where I can say I can give to my community like that. If I am not focusing on that, then I can't do
Yes.
what I'd like to do. So I want to be trusted to deliver what I'm here to deliver at this point in my journey. And that's what I would, if you say, what can we do? Please assist me to be able to deliver more of what I'm supposed to be doing in my community at this time for my community.
Can
'Cause, yeah.
can how long we got? 5? Well, 45. They won't end then. But because I want to talk to about we did a you invited me to take part in your Into the Womb of the maternal ancestors. That
Ancestors.
ceremony, that experience, that expression was really beautiful. I got to share Chesoroho with the sisters and a couple man them that was there, and that was really beautiful. Talk to me about them. I mean, I got a lot to say on the womb recently, as someone who's arrived here via that very sacred portal. But talk to me about the womb and into the womb. The womb space.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that and what's the message that we're getting in that?
The maternal, the womb, the mother, the beginning, the fact that history has screwed up the truth about who we are, where we're coming from, in terms of the leadership of the female energy, the woman energy, the ancestral factor that the earth is female because it gives birth, the factor that the womb is where life comes from, be it wherever the womb is situated. The womb is where life begins. The womb is where life ends. When I say end, because there's a recycle, it ends and it starts again. It's a case of understanding for millennia what is this womb that we speak about. We're not talking about just the woman with the space, in that cavity here that she births children, or she has, reference to the cycle, blah, blah, blah. But there's so much more. Yeah, I want us to acknowledge the millennia factor of what the womb is, and the factor that the first beginning of what we term as man or mankind is still in our genes, in our DNA as a people now in this so-called 2025 cycle that we're coming into. The minuscule factor of then to now, it's still in us. And if we're carrying all that information, why is it that we trouble ourselves so much? Why is it that we have so much trouble? The simple fact is because we are not tuned into those factors. The womb, understanding what that womb is, what that womb fruit is, what that womb healing is, what that womb DNA factor is It's something that they have downloaded through me to be able to get us to go into, because we need to get that to remember why we're here on earth, why we've birthed it, why we've birthed ourselves, because we've chosen ourselves. We've chosen our lineage, we've chosen our parents, we've chosen to be on earth in this time.
Yes.
So if we've chosen, we came from somewhere. But what I'm saying, the somewhere that we came from, there's a smidgens of millions and millions of years of information in all of us, yeah, that we are not aware of. And when we get to have that awareness and tune back into it, then we'll be able to bring back the whole universe to the factor that that's our jobs. We are the healers for the universe. Yeah, we are the healers of the universe. Remember that.
Remember that.
Remember that. You know.
Why? So
yeah.
that means we need to get us part 2 of Into the Womb.
Yes, I'm preparing.
And
trying
that needs to
get
happen
space.
in New Year.
Yeah, we must.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so because that's gonna be powerful. I'd love to be a part of that as well,
It's going to be vital that you are.
and bring the Cesar Rojo game
Yeah.
to that space.
It's important.
But yes,
Yeah.
the womb. I genuinely feel like there's so much more we need to learn
Yeah.
about the womb
Mm-hmm.
and feminine, the nature of the feminine,
Yes. Yeah. Yes,
and
yes, yes,
its complementary relationship to what we call the creator.
absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
that is something that is unfolding in me as well.
And what I want us to do is for everyone to find for themselves, rather than being told that, I'm a healer, I can bring this to you. I want the aha moment to come to everyone at that appointed time where they find for themselves why they are here and came through that womb portal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
In this cycle, through the lineage of the family, through, male, female, or they, them, whatever you want to be, however you've identified yourself, the question is why? Because there is
Right.
a purpose and a reason as to why. Why some people prefer breadfruit to some people prefer potatoes. Why? Do you know what I'm saying? And they have the similar food values.
Yes, yeah.
But do you know what I'm saying? Why?
It's something that is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all a part of their
Yeah.
their game, their makeup.
Yeah, why some people can sleep comfortably for 8 hours and some can't. Why some people function better at nights and some people function better in the day. We need to all understand all these things rather than being told, oh, you're supposed to sleep 8 hours, you're supposed to work 8 hours, you're supposed to do this, supposed
As
to
if we're all
retire.
exactly the same in
We're
that
not.
way.
We're not.
We're not.
Yeah. So into the womb of the maternal, and I use the word maternal ancestors because of the lineage of earth being female.
Yes.
Female to the fact that it births.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's reference to women giving birth to children without the man being around, without the man, ejaculating in her.
There is.
There is reference to that.
There
So
is,
that's
there
the
is.
power of the female energy. Yeah. That's the power of the female energy that we have been shoved away from those truth factor. There's a lot of information that, dare I say, that I'm sitting on or that I carry that I can't share because I can only meet someone where they're at.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I can only meet you where you're at, and I've had to learn to humble myself. In every aspect, even when relating to a man. Say, for example, myself, I'm in a relationship with a man, and the intimacy of the man is not in the understanding of where I'm at with understanding intimacy. That in itself, I have to humble myself as well, or not have a relationship because, do you know what I'm saying? But then, what do you do at that point?
Yeah. What do you do in that? And I guess there's no wrong or right. It's more about how you want to play your cards at that point.
Well, it's a case of each person knowing each other, and when you come together, not for the lust factor of saying that's what everybody else does, but for the power that is yet to be manifested through that union. Because if we're saying everything is frequency, which it is, when I do something, it affects you. You may not know it, but it goes out into the ether of everything. So whatever I do affects you. What you do affects
100%.
me. Yeah. Whether we communicate or not.
I have a question that you brought to mind just now. What's the one thing you wish men would know about the womb or women that would assist them in harmonizing with women? and the womb space.
The inner standing of knowing what a woman is for a man.
Woo!
Yeah. Inner standing of knowing what a woman is.
Keep the cameras rolling.
For a man, rather than just thinking it's for the sake of a sexual orgasmic thing. There is so much more. When a woman comes,
That's a part of it, though, right?
of course.
Okay,
I
cool,
mean, isn't life all about pleasure?
Life is about it.
Isn't life all about fun and having a good time?
Amen.
But,
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So what?
Yeah.
So what is that then? What is that we should be knowing that about
that
the woman? Who is the woman to the man?
the woman, it's like what's the word? Do you know what's the shape of the heart? It comes in two. I can't do it. Yeah. So there's two links. There's always two links. Yin and yang, balance.
Yes.
There is, but so there's dark and there's light. There's light and there's dark. Everything has its complement. Yeah, everything is complementary each other. The light and the dark is complementary to
Yes.
each other. So if the man and the woman is not having the, and when I say the man and the woman, the masculine energy and the feminine energy, if it doesn't have its place with each other, we're not getting the fullness of understanding of what the universe is about. Yeah, if we're just using each other to ejaculate for the benefit of that feels good, there is so much more.
And
There
most
is
times
so
the
much
girl ain't
more.
even ejaculating.
Well, she don't get the time because Mr. sometimes gets so excited. The rubbing friction gets so excited that he forgets
That's
that
dread,
there's
you
a
know.
job. There's a job of suppose.
Isn't that bad?
What?
Right? Isn't that? Don't you think that's bad?
What do you mean it's bad?
That actually, statistically, Nirvana, talk to me. Statistically speaking, yeah, most women don't even get to experience the orgasm for themselves.
pleasure.
So that means sex as a culture is one-sided.
Because they've been
Right?
they've been misled as to what it's about.
Right?
The lust is what's been sold, not the spiritual aspect of it. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I will share that. And if he's listening, hey, you did your job. I had a good session. When I say session, I'm talking about a relationship with a man that.
Good session.
Yeah. where his placement in my world was to complement who I am. When we came together, we made time for that. So that was the day of we came together.
They're reckoning.
Yeah. So it'd be like, it's for you today. And the whole
Wow.
preparation of the room, the smells, the food, the drink was for him. My job, I'm being real. My job was, my job was to make sure that was fulfilling for him. Did it fulfill me? Of course it did.
Of
I
course.
wasn't doing it for the sake of, oh, this is boring. You know what I mean?
Like a chore.
It was because there was a love, there was the exchange, and spiritually, we understand what this was about. When the time was for me, the time was for me. So the whole, how many hours we spent together for that time was,
Hours.
yes,
You understand?
I'm being real.
HOURS.
Yeah. It was spent on that spiritual journey. And did you get to go places in the higher verse? Yes, you did. Not just an orgasm, baby. There's so much more that we haven't. Some of us haven't had the opportunity.
Some of us.
Some of us haven't had the opportunity to explore, implore, whatever.
Implore.
Yeah, we haven't had that.
New words.
Yeah.
When the last time you implored yourself? Huh? Move yourself.
It's so sad that some women might not get to experience that.
To
and that's
experience.
Literally,
No,
in
but-
spirit.
Well, I might have to come off
And
this
that-
podcast
and
now.
that is- No, and that is all part of the come in together. Come in.
Come in.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, that
Coming
is-
together.
Come in
Men gotta take their
together.
time.
Do you know what I mean? No, but they need
You wanna
to be.
sit
they
on the podcast?
No, they need to be
Talk your truth.
taught. They need to be taught what that intimacy is. It's called intimacy. Yeah, it's not just intimacy of wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and it's like, wake me up for breakfast or something like that. There is so much more spiritually what that is about. It's also about what you ate before you go into that vibration.
Wow.
And we go right back to the food. What you ate, if the man had, the 3 hamburgers and whatever, what is that?
Called acidic.
You know what I'm saying? What is that? Where is the energy that will go into the woman? Because when he ejaculates, it goes into the woman. And she takes that energy of whatever he transfers onto her. Her energy goes into him as well. But if the combination of even what they eat, they drink, they think, they cover their bodies with is not together, then you can't have a righteous thing.
Wow.
But we've been taught lust. We've been taught so many things. How we eat,
External.
it's about lust. Yeah, so many things that we do are not in the righteous order of the universal vibration. And I say universal, uni as in the one, the verse meaning the combination of,
Yes.
and you all oneness. We've lost the path. And like I said, I'm in my community, I'm walking around, I'm seeing, I'm hearing, I'm smelling, I'm doing, and it's like, shut up. Because you're talking, a lot of people are not yet there, so I have to humble myself and just be, because, even Malik said to me, Mother, why are you still in this country? Go home. And it's like, they don't want me there.
Right?
Yeah, if they wanted me there, I would be there.
Be there.
Because when I go there, they send me back.
I can't even lie.
So-
That happened to me a couple times.
They send you back. So that means I still have work to do.
You still have work
But
to do.
this season, this cycle that we're in right now, I have to step up.
We
With
all
this,
have to
I
step
have
up
to step up.
in the most
and
beautiful way.
I cannot hold
You
back.
look amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You look beautiful,
Oh,
and we
okay.
must.
yeah,
You-
I'm. It's that regiment now. So maybe it's a long tea. Eh?
Yes.
Give thanks. for
Love
the
and
long
respect.
tea.
Love and respect to Mother Earth. Is it?
Hang on. I thought we were just recording. We're live.
We are LIVE.
Oh, my goodness.
We are LIV. We are LIV right now.
I thought we were just recording so you can chop up and put on.
No,
live.
that's that one. That's that one. There's a live here. Don't worry.
Shucks, I had no. This is me gassing away. Not
No,
realizing.
we gassing, but
Oh,
but you know what it is?
wow.
The truth is so beautiful, and it's an honor to be able to have these conversations with yourself in this way, because one of the things that pains me about our community and the way in which we're reared is that too much vital information is in the dark.
Yeah.
And if sex is the life-giving force that each one of us came into being through, there needs to be institutions about this thing. You know, when you look into the motherland
It's that time.
in antiquity, like there were schools
But that's the
developed
whole-
about how to prepare you to do that.
Absolutely.
And the reason why I asked you that question about the
Absolutely.
one thing
Yeah.
as
yeah.
men
Yeah.
is because women have an internal initiation system.
Yeah.
Men have to be initiated by the external life,
Yeah.
which lets them go inward.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the area of sex, we're like infants.
Yeah.
When it
it's
comes to
lack
like
of
all the stuff you're knowing
understanding.
about
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
experience and inner verse,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
which is basically the woman. Like one of the things in the Metuneta, it speaks about the man being a key to unlocking the goddess in the woman during sexual
But
intercourse.
that's what I was talking
So
about.
meaning that his penis
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is supposed to assist her in unlocking, basically becoming a channel for deities that can speak directly to him in the sexual game.
Let me just okay.
We don't know that shit.
Okay, let me bring that.
We outside dancing around the gates. Meanwhile, you're
Okay.
supposed to go in. Anyway, go on.
I'm looking at an ankh, and the ankh up there is shaped like the inner, the vagina of the woman, and the rod part is the man's penis. Yeah. So when it comes together, that's the whole vibration we're supposed to get. That's the whole purpose of the ankh. Forget all the other bits that they tell you, but that is the spiritual. That's the spiritual reference to, as you say, when the man goes in and it takes you to the higher multiverse.
Yes.
That's the whole intention of that symbolism. Yeah. I was very fortunate. I have to also add, around the age of 11, one of my aunties, my auntie Angela.
Wow.
Yeah, she took me aside and said to me, "Man, let me tell you about man. Let me tell you when you say no. Yes, when you say no. Let me tell you what to look for." Yeah, around the age of 11, and the time again, it's like,
Was it helpful?
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was initiated for being who I am. Yeah, I am what I am. I am who I am. But I was very, very blessed in being cared for, to become, to be what I am
Nurtured into.
today. Yeah, it sometimes is a very lonely place because I haven't met the right match of people where I can group myself
Yeah.
as to my tribe.
Yes.
But the whole purpose of me being in the midst is because I have to represent what they've sent me to represent, as crazy or as responsible or whatever it is. I just have a job to do.
Yes.
When it gets acknowledged, it's not my concern. My concern is when I return from this flesh to the next side, they will say, "Well done,"
I mean,
or they can say, "Go back. You're not finished.
idiot, come out here.
You're not finished." But
Go back.
I know that I'm doing the best that I can with what they've given me.
Exactly.
I know that I am, and like I said, it's not always easy, but I've held. I've held as best as I can, and I deliver as best as I can. And
Listen,
yeah, man.
them dumplings alone will get you into heaven. Yes. Them cakes alone. No, serious.
No, it's such fun. I mean, it's like I said, it's a
You're
fun,
changing lives with this food.
It's my deep pleasure. I need to give more workshops. I need to.
Can
spend
we
more time with the children.
I want to make people feel jealous at home. I want them to be burning with rage when they watch. So we can do like an ASMR podcast where you make food, you bring it, we eat it and just Nirvana's not on it. She has to sit back and drink tea on the other side of the camera. It's going to be me and you.
That will be
because we need a masculine and feminine representation.
Actually, I have.
We can do a group one.
Yeah, I have a vision where I have to do with your daughter as well. I have to do a presentation with food with your daughter.
Oh, she would love that. She would love that.
That age group.
Yeah.
There's a teaching that I have to share.
Please,
in that wise.
please.
With the young ones as well.
Please,
because we've lost the plot. We've lost the plot. Yeah.
But we're getting it back.
Yeah, like I said, the teachings that's been given onto myself, I've done my best to carry and deliver as directed, but there's still so much more. And as you said earlier on, what can we do? Please allow me to be. Yeah.
Amen.
And if I'm allowed to be, we'll all benefit. Yeah. And whether you do or not, I am not holding back.
Of course not.
Wow.
I agree.
Yeah.
Allow us to be.
Come, Nirvana, come.
Yeah.
If you allow us to be,
Yeah.
the world will be right.
Wow.
Everyone will benefit. Just allow us to be. Please.
It's knowing
Who's
purpose.
the us you're talking about?
Women.
Gal them.
Purpose.
Yes.
The gal them. Gal. What is a gal?
I'm
A gal.
I'm
Who's a gal? Gallis. Is it the gallis?
Man, a gal. Hey, how much podcast you want to do today?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just here talking with you. Like I said, I didn't realize we were going live. I thought we were just having a chat.
That's just
on
Mother
mic,
Earth.
you know. Oh my God.
Mother Earth, let's check the end. I mean, this
we
tea's finished.
drank it all.
It's finished.
Wow.
So I feel like we're coming to the end. But
I think our lungs have been.
Can we have a
energized.
game of
wow.
Ma'at chess before you go? Just to see where the energies are at.
Okay.
But this one's much harder because these is hematite.
Oh wow.
This is hematite, so we got to go and
Is
take.
this my set?
That's your set. So we should
Wow.
have 10 each.
Ooh,
1,
it's
2, 3,
heavier.
6,
3,
7, 8,
6,
9, 10.
Oh,
I think I got 11.
6,
1,
9.
2,
I've got
3,
11
4,
too.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10.
One out.
One down.
Okay, one down.
So we got to put it in the circle. Can I see Nirvana? So one each in a circle. We got to try and get all of them in a circle without them magnetizing.
Can I go first?
If they magnetize, you have to pick it up.
Oh no.
You have to pick up what magnetizes.
I am a winner. Oh wait, this one's smaller. I was born a winner. And the silence between the formation of putting these things together. It's quite intense.
I got a question for you while we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You said Gyalis.
Mm.
Do you think Gyalis is a symptom of a man's nature
Miseducation.
or a product of
Miseducation.
his disease? A disease.
A miseducation.
A miseducation
A
of what?
miseducation of the purpose of the man in the life of the
life of the woman.
Yeah, it's a miseducation. It's not his fault. There's no blame here for anything that's going on in terms of how men behave or how women behave. It's miseducation. Some of the education has been purposeful.
Yes.
But it's the purpose of
That was an affirmation that ancestors. This ain't dominoes. This.
Sorry, it's the elders in me.
No.
No, I've got 4. I've got 4. I just saw that happening. Oh, This game is fun. Everybody should get a set. Is it on sale here?
Yeah, it's on sale.
Okay,
Hematite.
come
These are
on now.
hematite. These are hematite.
What are the properties in hematite does anybody know? As a healing stone? It's a healing stone, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah. It's EMF as well. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I can't help myself with the knowledge that they downloaded into me.
Wow, I didn't even drop it.
Take it from me.
Wow.
Last card.
Don't lie.
For real.
No way. Look.
It's a woman thing, yes?
No, wait.
We're ready. One card.
Cheat. Me, I can't cheat. Black men don't cheat. You didn't know that.
Oh Lord. Ooh, look at the shipping.
What the? What's going on? No.
Game,
No.
set,
No.
and match.
No, that's ridiculous. No, I actually can't believe that. I've never lost so badly. Look at this.
These are lovely. I love these. Wow, I love these. Wow. Look, even this one's moving from this angle, you know. This is some powerful magnetism. Wow.
Okay, Mother Earth.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna let you go.
Oh.
But we're gonna have to do this again with food next time.
Okay, that would be fantastic, yeah.
So, family, we're here in Netta Vital right now, 25 Brixton Station Road, and you can also catch Mother Earth where?
Addis of Brixton 20 Market Road.
From what days, Mother Earth?
Effectively, and I use the word
I love
effectively.
Effectively.
Wednesdays to Sundays.
Wednesdays to Sunday. Family,
Sundays.
you heard this. Don't go looking for this kind of conversation when you reach there, you know. Just order your
Oh
food.
gosh, it can't be helped sometimes.
I know, right? I know. But go there for food. Make sure you show up with some money.
Oh,
Sit down, get your belly niced up and your spirit well nourished.
yeah.
When you step into that vortex of Love Gift Vegan at Addison Brixton,
At
family.
Addison Brixton. We give thanks.
Thank
man.
you, Mother Earth.
Thank you for sharing this time with me. Thank you all.
This has been fun. I've had a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
Nirvana, you might not get this chair back.
Oh, so
No,
okay, wow.
Family,
Wow.
you're tapped into My Up People, the podcast, and we're at Netta Vital here today, the home of spiritual health in Brixton, Station Road 25, family. Come and visit us for all your spiritual health needs, from books to supplements, to cleanses, to herbs.
Health
Come, Nirvana, come
consultation.
talk to the people, them. Come.
Yeah.
We are doing health consultations, so you can book with moi. We also are doing some food consultations.
Yeah, for
And
benefit
we
of
work as a
healing,
team
yeah,
here, you know,
yeah.
and spiritual.
And I do spiritual
consultations.
readings as well, if and when necessary. We can add that to the table. I do it, but we can make it more accessible as well, because sometimes we just need to get a realignment. Yeah, simple. Simple things.
There you have it, family.
Hey.
We in the
thank
game right
you.
now. Thank you so much. Peace
My
in.
people.
Love out.
My people.
Hey!
Hey.
All right, we got play round two. Something
Oh.
off camera this time.
If Utu sees it, it's like, Daddy.
Daddy, what's going on?
Say you don't